GK Jain Schools, a great way to start your child's early education. Good evening children, this is Padma from GK Jain Schools. Let's continue with complex numbers from 12th Maths. In today's class we are going to see about the representation of complex numbers in rectangular form and then organ plane and algebraic operations of complex numbers. Let's move on to the topic now. Let's see about the nature of complex numbers, their representation and various properties. First we will see the rectangular form. A complex number is of the form x plus iy, where x and y are real numbers. X is called the real part and y is called the imaginary part of the complex number since it is accompanying with the I. If x is equal to 0, the complex number is said to be purely imaginary, and if y is equal to 0, the complex number is said to be real. And 0 is the only number which is at once real and purely imaginary, because you can write 0 as 0 plus I0 also. Now we will see the next definition. Two complex numbers z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2 are said to be equal if and only if real part of z1 is equal to real part of z2 and imaginary part of z1 is equal to imaginary part of z2. That is, x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2. Now, organ plane. Any complex number can be represented as a ordered pair. Okay, if it is an ordered pair, we can represent them in the x-axis and y-axis. But in complex numbers, we will represent them treating x-axis as the real axis and y-axis as the imaginary axis. Okay, this xy plane is called complex plane or organ plane, and it is named after the Swiss mathematician Jean Organ. Now we will see the algebraic operations or complex numbers. First one, scalar multiplication of complex number. That is, a given complex number z is equal to x plus iy can be multiplied by a scalar, any scalar k. Okay, so it is applicable for both real and imaginary part. Now second one, addition of complex numbers. If z1 is equal to x1 plus i1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus i2, the real parts has to be added together and imaginary parts has to be added together. That is, z1 plus z2 is equal to x1 plus x2 plus I into y1 plus y2. Okay, now we will move on to the subtraction. In subtraction also same thing, in between you will have the minus sign. So z1 minus z2 is equal to x1 minus x2 plus I into y1 minus y2. Now multiplication. Multiplication of complex numbers z1 and z2 is equal to x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus I into x1 y2 plus x2 y1. So the multiplication, that is the product of the complex numbers, is also possible. Now we will see certain example sums and the exercise. So this is example 2.2. This type of sums was asked in 5 marks last year, so it is very important. Find the value of the real numbers x and y if the complex number 2 plus I into x plus 1 minus I into y plus 2i minus 3 and x plus minus 1 plus 2i into y plus 1 plus I are equal. They have given one complex number and another complex number and they are concluding that they are equal. So first we will name the first complex number as z1 and the second as z2. So we will arrange the z1. Whenever a complex number is given, we have to group them as real part plus I into imaginary part. So I am going to multiply this x inside. So this will become 2x plus ix and this y will be multiplied. So y plus iy, 2i plus 3 minus 3. Now I will group the real parts alone, that is the numbers without I. Okay, real parts, that is 2x, y minus 3. So I have written it in a separate bracket plus I into the imaginary parts. That is, I into means x minus y and then plus 2. Okay, so it is over. Now we will move on to the z2. Similarly, I will multiply everything. I am getting it to be x minus y plus 2yi plus 1 plus I. Now I will group the real part, that is x minus y plus 1 plus I into 2y plus 1. So it was given that z1 is equal to z2. Means I can equate both of them. So I have equated them. 2x plus y minus 3 plus I into x minus y plus 2 is equal to x minus I plus 1 plus I into 2y plus 1. If they are equal, it means the real part is equal to the other real part and the imaginary part is equal to the other imaginary part. So equating the real parts, equating the imaginary parts. Equating the real parts, that is 2x plus y minus 3 is equal to x minus y plus 1, and taking everything to one side, I am getting the equation to be x plus 2y is equal to 4. Similarly, equating the imaginary parts, I am getting x minus y plus 2 is equal to 2y plus 1. Taking everything to one side, I am getting it to be x minus 3y is equal to minus 1. So I have got two equations. Now I will solve them. So after solving them, what I am getting here, I can eliminate x easily. So I am getting y value to be 1, and after substituting the y, I am getting the value of x. So the value of real numbers x and y are 2 and 1 respectively. So now we will move on to the exercise 2.2. You have only 3 subdivisions. In first subdivision, it is very easy. Evaluate the following if they have given the z value and w value, and they have asked you to calculate certain expressions. So I have done the second expression, that is z minus iw. So first I will consider iw, means I will multiply this w minus 1 plus 3i with I. So I into minus 1 is minus 1i, that is minus I, and I into 3i is 3i square. What is I square? Minus 1. So minus I minus 3. So we have got the iw. Now we will move on to the z minus iw. Our z is 5 minus 2i minus I into minus 3. That is, we are writing in the bracket so that we will not miss the minus sign. So 5 minus 2i, minus into minus will become plus 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8, minus 2i plus I is minus I. So it is over. Now the fifth subdivision, z square plus 2zw plus w square. So first we will do the z square. Z square means z into z, that is 5 minus 2i into 5 minus 2i. So I am multiplying, normal multiplying only. We saw in the properties, no? Those, that is the multiplication of complex number is possible. So 5 into 5, 25, 5 into minus 2i, minus 10i, again minus 10i, and this term you have to be very careful. Minus into minus plus, 2 into 2 is 4, I into I is I square, but I square is minus 1. So again we will get a minus here. So we will get the term to be 21 minus 20i. So whatever be the calculations, at the end you have to write with real part and imaginary part. Okay, then 2zw is equal to 2 into z into w. After multiplying, I am getting it to be 2 plus 34i, and w square is nothing but w into w, that is minus 1 into minus 1, 1, minus 1 into 3i, minus 3i, 3i into minus 1, that is minus 3i, 3i into 3i, 3 into 3 is 9, I into I is I square is minus 1, so 1 minus 6i minus 9, that is minus 8 minus 6i. Now I will substitute all these values, that is the value of z square, that is 21 minus 20i, 2zw, 2 plus 34i, and w square minus 8 minus 6i, everything in one single line, and I am getting the answer to be 15 plus 8i. Now the second sum, given the complex number z is equal to 2 plus 3i, represent the complex number in Argand diagram. You have to represent the complex number in the Argand plane. Argand plane, we saw that. Argand plane is nothing but representing the complex number in the x and y axis, treating x axis as the real axis and y axis as the imaginary axis. So now first we will write our z. What is our z here? 2 plus 3i. So z is equal to 2 plus 3i means next is minus iz. So minus I into z. So I am getting it to be 3 minus 2i. Then I am doing z minus iz. I am getting the point. Then I will plot all the points here, and I have drawn the Argand plane. I mean I have represented the complex number in the Argand plane. So this is how we have to do. Now we will see the third sum. This is similar to the example sum we saw. Find the values of the real numbers x and y. If the complex numbers 3 minus I into x minus 2i, 2 minus I into y plus 2i plus 5, and 2x plus bracket, inside the bracket it is minus 1 plus 2i into y plus 3 plus 2i are equal. That is two different complex numbers, and the question is they are equal. So we will name them z1 and z2. Now my z1 I will simplify and make it as real part plus I into y imaginary part. That is I am multiplying inside, so I am getting it to be 3x minus ix minus 2y plus iy plus 2i plus 5, and I am grouping the real part and imaginary part. So I am getting it to be 3x minus 2y plus 5 plus I into minus x plus y plus 2. Now z z2. My z2 is 2x minus y plus 2yi plus 3 plus 2y. Now once again I will group them, the real part plus imaginary part, that is 2x minus y plus 3 plus I into 2y plus 2. After these two steps, we can conclude that since they have given that z1 is equal to z2, we can equate both the complex numbers, means the real parts are equal and the imaginary parts are equal. So equating the real parts, equating the imaginary parts, I am getting equation x minus y is equal to minus 2 and x plus y is equal to 0. I am solving them. See, I have eliminated x and got the value of y to be 1, and I have substituted the value of y and got the value of x to be minus 1. So this is how you have to do. So we have completed this exercise now. Hope everybody should be clear about the concepts of exercise 2.2. In next class we will be seeing about exercise 2.3. Thank you children.